Octopath Traveler is rated T for teen by the ESRB. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Octopath Traveler. In the last episode, we had completed a chapter of Tharion's story, Chapter 3, which reintroduced one of Tharion's old partners, who had turned his back against him and betrayed Tharion. This is kind of why Tharion is a little sore when it comes to working with people and trusting people. But before we can move on to his final chapter in Northreach, we do have another chapter with Hannah to take care of first over in Stillsnow. I think I have Hannah out. That's right, I have business here. Hold on. Travel Banter here. How did I miss this?
So then...
Primrose, I would ask thee about that dagger. It was a gift from my father. Thou dost treasure in it greatly. I know this because of those 2 rings hanging from your necklace. Indeed, they aren't the only thing I have left from my parents. I have no memories of them, for they died when I was but an infant. But as long as I wear these round my neck, I feel that they aren't watching over me. 'Tis a strange thing how love doth liven on after death. It is indeed. Okay. Let's go to... There's an item? Must not be one that's actually readily available. Here. Let's start Hannah's journey. Well met, traveler. Let's hear a tale. In hopes of undoing your master's petrification, you head to Stillsnow to meet the seer Susanna. The story so far. Following her master's trail, Hannah made the long journey to Stonegard. There, she talked to Natalia, who had been friends with Zanta. Following Natalia's clues, Hannah found her master in the forest, except he had been petrified by the beast called Red Eye. Hannah, forgivest this old man for not keeping his promise. The last words he wrote before the curse stilled his hand. In the same note, he told Hannah to find a woman called Susanna. She is a seer, he wrote, and perhaps she can help. And thus does Hannah arrive in the frozen village of Stillsnow.
Oh.
By the spirits, the snow fallen deep here. What is it, Lind? 'Tis not like thee to frolickin' like a kitten. But then thou art a snow leopard, art thou not? For thee, arriving in this white wasteland is like a homecoming. Party! I ain't never seen a snow leopard that big afore. It doesn't bite, does it?
Cheerily.
Fear not, young ones. Lind is with me. She is a gentle creature. She will doth thee no harm. She will doeth thee no harm. She's yours? Funny sort of pet, ain't she? Lind is not a pet. She's my companion, my friend. Friends, you say? Just like us, then?
Yup.
Aye.
Yeehaw!
Her fur's so soft.
Whoa.
And warm, too.
So,
Tell me, children, Doth a woman by the name of Susanna liveth here? The old lady?
Oh, yes.
The old witch, you mean? Aye, we know her. Who doesn't?
Now then.
I see. And where might I find her?
Ah.
See that house with the red roof over yonder? Ooh, that is a pretty house. Aye, yes, I do. That's the old witch's place. Why are they calling her a witch?
I see.
Thank thee, children.
Bye.
Of course, say hello to the witch for us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Lind.
Oh,
Enjoyest the attention, didst thou? Best come in with me then before they return in with more friends. That's kind of cute. Now, I think I've... Oh. Why did I not scrutinize everyone here before? More plentiful provisions. Ooh, I like that. What about the children? Children are done. Yeah, I should be done with everything. Now, how do I get back there? This upper path, beside the provisioner. Oh. People. Uh-oh. What is this crowd?
Listen up.
But I have journeyed many leagues to have my fortune told by Madame Susanna.
Oi!
I implore you, pray open the door.
A pox on 'em!
God's teeth, man, get out of my way.
Tja,
Uh,
what the?
you wretched whoreson. Apologize at once.
Oi!
You won't get no apology out or... Alec? Alec? Alaic. You won't get no apology out of Alec. I'm gonna go with Alec, like Alex. He don't talk none.
Honestly?
Has he lost his tongue?
No.
Nay, it's just that Susanna does the talking for both of them.
Tja,
Bah.
oh ho.
Who is that man?
doubtless.
Susanna's minder. Looks after her and keeps the riffraff from bothering her, as you might have noted.
Truth is...
Name's Alec. She took him in off the streets when he was a wee sprout.
Aye.
Saved his life, she did, and he's been with her ever since.
Could that mean?
Old women aren't commonly in need of a bodyguard. They are when folk from far and wide come flocking to have their fortunes told. Fame don't sit too well on her, considering how she cares for company. Surely she doth not refuseth every visitor.
Right.
Bit a funny one, ain't it? A seer who can see the future clear as day, but don't tell no one what she knows. Alec turns them all away, and no amount of begging or beseeching makes one bit of difference.
Ah, yes.
Every now and then a fool tries to get rough with Alec, but oft as not ends up with only a cracked skull for his trouble.
Curses.
Finding her was easy, but talking to her may proveth more difficult. Time for some banter. So what's the plan? Something tells me a simple pretty please isn't gonna work. Truth be told, I do not know. I wonder if the stubborn oaf has any weaknesses. Weaknesses? We all have them, after all. Even thou, Therian? Huh? Since when are we talking about me? So thou dost. If you're gonna be like this, you can forget about my help. Mine apologies. We were discussing the bodyguard. Hard as it may be to believe, I know my share of big, burly types who were spooked by beasts. Beasts, thou sayest? No promises that this one's the same, of course, but it's worth a try, wouldn't you say? 'Tis curious advice, but shall consider it. Now, I don't remember what I had on her. The last time I played this game was back in October. And now we're in February. The end of February, I might add. How do I check people? Inventory? No. Equipment. It doesn't exactly give me a battle strategy with Hannet. Let's go down and save, because the last thing I need to do is backtrack through all this story. Okay. Also, the problem of doing this is that Hannet is the one who has to fight. Go forth, my friend.
Letten us beginning.
Ooh, she is low on health. I should have healed her.
This will help us.
What next?
Okay. Let's start with Lynn. It'd probably be smart to break him with Lynn and
Lessen
then
the
go
hunt
all
begin.
out with the bat.
Sorcery. Letting my arrow fly and true.
Okay, we broke him.
Letting my arrow coming.
Shadow bat.
What next?
Okay. I have no idea how
This
useful
will
that
help.
actually was.
Coming. Yeah!
Physical attack like that isn't actually breaking him faster.
Coming, if thou darest.
This is a simple back and
Let
forth.
my
It's
arrow
not
fly
really
and true.
engaging. So hopefully people find this. There's really not much to do in this kind of
Letting my
battle.
Holding back nothing.
So it is more worth it to do the elemental damage.
What next? What next?
That'll give me 2. I break him.
Holding back
The
nothing.
boost. Full shadow. Item. Healing grade.
This will help us. Letting my arrow fly and true.
He has to be close to death because he hit me 4 times with Dagger Storm.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
But it also made him skip a turn.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
1 more to break. Let's go all out
What? Coming.
with the Shadow Bat again. Now he's gonna do an attack.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Let's do another
This will
heal.
help.
Maybe if I use a crystal
Come in, if thou darest.
item.
Trying this.
Yeah.
What next?
I do a large next. Actually, I need his cult name text first.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Okay, it didn't give me the option to see how much health he had.
Letting the hunt beginning. Coming.
Oh, I see it does not let me see that sort of information here.
Letting the hunt beginning.
That's fine. Ah, there we go.
Trying this.
Healing
This will help
grapes.
it.
That was probably a mistake. I should have gone with the medium.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Medium.
This will help
Okay.
it. Letting my coming.
I'm doing less and less damage with each
What
strike.
next?
Let's break him again and then we'll... Oh, thank goodness, he died.
I honor thee, my quarry.
I was very much afraid of that. Maybe it's because of Hannett's level compared to everyone else that I was more afraid. Eh,
He's a man grown, but still a boy within. Be a dear, Hannett, and have Linda carry the poor fool within.
She knows who I am?
He'll be catching his death of cold lying out in the snow like a log. How dost thou knowest my name? That's what you want to ask, isn't it? I'm a seer, remember? Possessed of the all-seeing eye. Or so they say.
Then thou art an oracle. Truly, thou will be able to help.
Poppycock and nonsense is all it is.
Poppycock?
A hunter from the woodlands who communes with the beasts. Not a common sight in these parts. The only one who might fit that description is that hobbledehoy, Xander. Him or his prentice, Hannett of the Darkwood. Your age, your snow leopard, your garb. Simple deduction, my dear. The trick is to say what you know, and nothing more, and let the gullible fill in the details. That's all Susanna's famous all-seeing eye is, in the end. Well, disappointed to learn I'm just a fraud?
On the contrary, now I know I can trust thee. If thou speakest the truth about this, then surely thou wouldst not speak false of aught else.
Fair befall you, but that Zonta lad raised a clever prentice, and that's the truth. Now, why don't you tell me why you're here? But first, let's go inside, shall we?
It seemeth that would be for the best.
Oh, well, well. That young master of yours has managed to get himself into a right mess, hasn't he?
Mistress Susanna, canst thou help in him?
There is one way.
In truth.
Truth? Ah, now that's a word. You said you trusted me, remember?
If there is the slightest chance of lifting that curse, I will trust whomever I need to. Milady?
Gods take my eyes if that fool hasn't raised a strong and brave young woman. I'd scarce believe it if you weren't standing here in front of me.
I learned from his example, the good and the bad.
Is that so? Can't imagine that would work, but the world is full of wonders at that. Isn't that so, my dear?
It is.
But about the curse.
I am prepared for any trial.
There is but one way to turn stone back to living flesh. And that is to slay the beast that wrought the curse.
I had feared as much, but it shall be done.
Stay, child. I'm not finished yet. Did Xanta forget to teach you patience?
Mine apologies.
If you try to fight the beast as you are, you'll only meet the same fate as your master. And what good will you be to him then?
But I must...
What you must do first is find the means to protect yourself from Red Eye's lethal power. Tell me, dear, have you heard of the plant called Herb of Grace?
Never.
Long ago, there was a beast in these parts too, what turned men to stone. Folks here soon learned that Herb of Grace could ward off the magic. I reckon it should be effective against Red Eye as well. Herb of Grace grows in a forest so thick there are few ways in. I'll send a Layak ahead to show you the entrance to the trail. But know that the forest is a perilous place, and home to many frightful beasts. You want to prepare well before you venture in.
I shall. Thank thee, milady.
It is my pleasure, dear. In a strange way, that Xanta boy was like a son to me. A vexing, wayward one, but a son all the same. With you being his prentice, it rather makes you my grandchild now. And what kind of a grandmother would I be if I refused to lend you a helping hand?
Master and I are both in thy debt.
More travel banter.
Most intriguing.
Why, and I thought Herbert Grace was gone from this world. Even botanists believe the plant was long extinct. To think it still grows in these wintry wastes, 'tis a miracle, or near enough. Yes, this is why a true scholar should not confine himself to his office. Who knows what great discoveries await in far-flung frontiers. It pleaseth me that thou findest joy in this quest. And yet, that Susanna woman, what of her? Well, I was most impressed to encounter one so wise and astute. And her name, it sounds familiar somehow. I must review my tomes when this journey is over. I don't know if we actually get a conclusion to that sort of information. But even to conclude this chapter, that will have to be next time, because we are at our story time ending for this episode. I'm gonna go save, and in the next episode, we take Hannett and our crew out into the snowy frontier. We're heading north, so it's taking us to the Whitewood. Thank you guys so much for being patient on the Octopath series. I know that this has been a really long game to play and a real time commitment to watch. But as I said, kind of at the beginning of this entire series, Octopath Traveler is perhaps one of my favorite games for the Nintendo Switch, and I want people to just see the magic of the adventure, of seeing this beautiful story being told. So I do hope you guys are enjoying this series. We are going to try to get back to it. As of, I'm not going to reveal this date, but as of this date of recording this episode, we have finished another series, which opens up my scheduling so that we can get more story done of Octopath Traveler. We might even start doing some smaller projects just so that we have some filler content to put into this series. Not just these long, adventurous tales, but shorter, more tamed games. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.